As many of you know, my Twitter got banned about a year ago. My original Twitter, it was underscore Nshadow, and that was my main Twitter where I had like 6,000 something followers, and I used that as my main platform. To connect with everyone, to promote my stream, promote the YouTube, and just for casual use. I enjoy using Twitter a lot. It helps me a lot with anxiety, with depression stuff. I've always felt that it's I've been able to use it as a healthy outlet. A lot of people definitely can't, and I'm sure at times I've used it as an unhealthy outlet, being too addicted to it, and social media in general. But at the end of the day, social media and Twitter especially has always been really helpful for me. So not having it has been a major blow for me. The reason that I was banned from Twitter, if you didn't know, like I said, back a year ago, it's a little complicated because there were two accounts. Back about a year ago, maybe a little over a year, I had the underscore Nshadow account, which was banned because I think they never told me. I've appealed over 30 times to them. I appealed like every single day to try to get the account back and to just try to explain to them, that there must have been some sort of obvious problem or miscommunication, or something went wrong here, because their reasoning for banning me was violent threats or abuse. And I am 99%, not 100% sure that I've never conducted any sort of violent threats or abuse of anyone on any platform ever. So they just kept sending me that reply over and over again. And the reason I think that they have that as the reasoning for the suspension, the permanent suspension that I got, is because I was replying to a friend, Bagel500, who, we always mess around. We're very sarcastic with each other. He said something really like silly and sarcastic to me, to which I responded in all caps, "Die." Now, I could see how out of context that could seem like, whoa, man, what are you doing? That's a bit much. But definitely would not think that's grounds for suspension, even a temporary suspension. I have seen people say far, far worse on Twitter. So anyway, I think what happened was I got mass reported for that because there was a group of trolls that were harassing me a lot on Twitch at the time and on YouTube. Back then, because of the ECT and everything, I can't even remember what specific group it was, but I think it was probably had to do with the same kind of people that are around now that were harassing me and got my second account taken down. The Loki Gang guys, just like a bunch of racist trolls, super weird incel kids, and unfortunately some adults that were just obsessed with trying to take me down in some way because I was calling them out for being racist and just being toxic and terrible people. So I think what happened was I got mass reported by that group back then, and they took down my my account as a result. So I made another account about probably a couple days later, or maybe even a couple weeks later, because I had been trying to get that original account back. And that was Nshadow 0, the most recent account that most people probably knew. It did not grow to have the same amount of followers as the original account because I lost so much, and people got confused, and why do I suddenly have a new account? And I wasn't promoting it as well either, or anything, because I was always hoping to still get that original account back. But eventually I got mass reported again by the same sort of group. And I think what happened that time, or I know what happened that time thanks to Twitter's reasoning making sense on this ban, was that account, Nshadow 0, got banned because of account ban evasion, which makes total sense, right? Like, you should, if you got permanently banned, you should not be able to make a separate account and just, promote your platform again because you got banned for a reason, right? My problem was I did not get banned for a valid reason, so I never got the validation of getting through to anybody that was an actual human looking at my stuff, looking at the massive list of appeals that I sent them. I tried all different sorts of methods and just, I did everything that I could. Sorry that I always get breathy with these types of videos without like music in the background or anything, but yeah, so what I bring you to is something my older sister was recommending that I do. Is to make a change.org thing. I don't know how well it'll go. You know, for Twitter to actually look at this, we would need a ton of support. I'm going to reach out to as many people as I can, and you know, as many people that I know in higher places that could, you know, maybe get some more eyes on it and get more people to help out. But you know, it's really, it's a shot in the dark, and I guess the reasoning here is just like, you know, why the hell not at this point? I need a Twitter in order to grow my platform, especially with the switch over to Smash Ultimate in December. Not having a Twitter for, you know, a major game switch like that for me could be completely devastating. So I guess this video, more than anything, you know, just asking you guys that have given me so much love and support in the past and continue to every day just by coming back and watching videos and everything. And I thank you guys so much for that. And I'm sorry to ask you for more. But if you could help me out by signing this petition, we just started it today. And, you know, it's a lengthy description of the things that I just talked about, explaining exactly how I got banned, why I need it back, both for the mental health reasons and for my audience and for my job. If you can help me out with that, I would be forever grateful, really. Thank you guys so much for all your time. I really do appreciate it. Here's to hoping that something works out with it. If you could share it to anyone, you know, that would care, or, you know, anybody that would like to sign it, I would really appreciate that, of course, as well. Thanks so much again for watching, you guys, and yeah, have a great day.